Hello, my name's Karen.
And my name's Matt.
And we are Tatwood Puppets.
And we were going to perform at Beverley Puppet Festival with Tardy. And we were going to perform Microbodyssey, which is a journey into the microscope using puppetry and visual theatre.
Also going to perform Count Ocular, who was a one-eyed magician transporting audiences back to the world of vaudeville.
But because we're all in our houses, Beverley Puppet Festival has gone online, and we are going to show you how to make a zoetrope out of a cereal box. Cereal box, paper plates, coloured pens, black paint, glue, paintbrush, pencil, ruler, scissors, sellotape, masking tape, blue tack, rubber, and a large marble. You need to paint your paper plate, but don't paint the bottom. Make sure it's nice and covered. Now you can reinforce your paper plate with an additional paper plate if you don't think it's strong enough. Next, get an adult to help you put a hole in the middle of the paper plate using a pencil and the blue tack. Then take your scissors, enlarge the hole slightly so the marble will fit inside it but not fall through it. Push it in from the bottom of the plate. You now need to secure this marble with some sellotape. And you have your spinner. Now you need your cereal box. Take apart the cereal box so it's one large piece of cardboard. You now need to take the dimension of the small side of the cereal box. Ours is 6 centimeters. Whatever your dimension is, mark out 3 times to the left and 3 times to the right. Then draw vertical lines from top to bottom, hitting the dots as you go. Now take your scissors and cut off the excess cardboard. You now take your ruler and fold along each of the lines. You should have 7 sections. Your cereal box isn't quite big enough, so take your scissors and cut the cereal box in half. You now have both sides of your zoetrope. We're now going to create the windows of our zoetrope, which we will look through to see our animation. First, you need to measure halfway down your piece of cardboard and draw a line. Then in the middle of each segment, draw a 1/2 centimeter window and draw down to your halfway line. Do this for each of your segments. Then take your scissors and cut these windows out. We now need to attach these two pieces of cardboard. And we do this using the end segment. PVA glue, and stick the two together. You can also use masking tape at this point to make the joins stronger. Now you might have some untidy edges which you can fix with your scissors. Once you've joined both pieces of cardboard to form a ring, fold down each crease. This creates the structure that we need for the zoetrope. Place this cardboard onto the paper plate and reinforce with masking tape. Now this bit is a bit fiddly, but stick masking tape on opposite sides so it spreads out evenly. Make sure any masking tape affixed to the bottom of the plate is firmly fixed down so it doesn't interfere with your spinning. You can use masking tape generally to reinforce your structure on the outside. Also use masking tape on the inside to make sure it's nice and strong. Cover the sellotape on your marble with masking tape so we can paint it. We're now going to paint our zoetrope using the black paint. If you want, you can paint the bottom of your zoetrope at this point, but don't touch the marble. Paint the inside of the zoetrope as well. This is important for isolating your animation. We're now going to create our nature-inspired animation. Each of your segments will have one picture from your animation. However wide your segments are is the size of the squares that you'll draw on your A4 paper. Ours are 6 centimeters across and 6 centimeters down. You should have 4 squares per sheet plus some excess. You should have 12 squares in total across 3 sheets of paper. Now it's important each of these pictures progresses the animation very slowly. We're taking a classic animation here, but you can make your own. Then take your rubber and remove the line between each of the slides apart from the line before your excess paper. Continue on to the next piece of paper. Take the time to colour in your animation carefully. And colouring in a background helps make your animation stand out. Then, once you're happy, you can cut out your animation, including the white blank space you've left at the end. Now stick all of these together into a strip. Fix in your animation strip in the zoetrope directly below the viewing windows. And you have your completed zoetrope.